Hello everybody, Donkey here, and yes, we are back with some more Train Sim 2021, and we are once again in the very sleek looking Class 506 EMU, and we are on the Woodhead Electric Railway add-on for Train Sim 2021, and this is in the BR blue livery. Now in this scenario we are doing a morning run from Manchester to Hadfield, and it is 60 minutes long and it is a yellow scenario. So let's jump into the cab and get this scenario going. But before we do so, if you are a new viewer and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so down below. It is easy as clicking that subscribe button and you won't miss any of the videos that I bring out. Alright, let's jump in. Okay, so we are in, and this is actually the rear cab. We need to switch cabs, but first we need to set the tail lights on this. So we need to have a look here. Marker top right, cab light. It'll be one of these. Tail light. Let's see. It should be a red. Yeah, so we've set the tail light on this one, and then we need to switch cabs. Okay, so as you can see, we are in the correct cab now. We are going this way down to Manchester, and we've got what it looks like 12 stops. So let's just quickly check. So yeah, we are going to Manchester. We'll have to change that afterwards or in between. Let's get some lights on in here. We don't need the tail light because we're not, this isn't the rear of the train. Okay, so let's put this to forward and go. Is the panto up? It is, as you can see down there, and we are moving now. Sometimes they don't put it up for you. You have to do it yourself. And if you're wondering, it's down here. Panto down, panto up. So yeah, we are going the right way by those things. We can actually check. So if we center player, so we are coming out of here, and if we show the task, we're going down here. I've also changed the FOV. If you're wondering how to do that, it's just in camera options and it's field of view. Last time I was doing it through the launch parameters. You don't have to do that. You can just do the FOV in-game. I did look it up online, but no one really was saying that you could do it in-game. But you can if you just go into camera options. Because last time we were like this, and I want to actually see the controls. So we've got a wider field of view now, which is okay. And we're just heading out of here. We are in the 506, Class 506. And it is looking good. Been given access to the 45 mile an hour. So we're going Manchester to Hadfield, and we've got 12 stops. You can just have a look at that. And we've got to keep an eye on signals as well. getting a move on now though. And we are currently, we have 2 EMUs together by the looks of things. This one is 59601 on the rear, 59406. We're actually speeding, yeah, so we'll just give it some brake. The sounds on this just sound amazing. The horn is like really good. And I mean the overall, you know, what you can actually do in this. I mean you can do the head code, all the buttons here. It's actually really good. It's you actually get more in this than some newer train sim stuff. We're not stopping here, so we're just going through. I'm not sure if it's got AWS on this. So if we do encounter a yellow or a red light, we might have to, you know, we might not get a warning. I'm not sure. We're supposed to be arriving at 6:32, so we've got about 10 minutes, which we should be able to make it there on time. We left fairly early. You don't get much of a view out of this one. Windows are pretty small on it. We can go into the passenger compartment now. Okay. So we're switching ends once we get to Manchester. Okay. So we'll have to set the tail lights on both ends and the head code. And you've got old signals here as well. This must be an old line. Yeah. this thing. Looks amazing. Okay, so we've got a... I'm not sure how really to read those old signals, to be honest. But, I mean, it didn't end the mission going over that one, so we must be okay. Okay, so we're stopping in that platform over there. Platform 4. You can sort of stop anywhere along here. Okay, so we have more than enough time. Well, it's cool, the door's open. We've got more than enough time to do what we need to here. So we need to turn all these off, turn this one on, and let's just check. So that has a tail light now, and we need to turn this. Yeah, I think that's fine as is. And all that is as it should be. So let's switch cabs. Okay, so we're in the other cab now. Let's turn all these on. Turn that one off. And we need to set this to hold on. Sometimes it's a little difficult to do. Too far. Hadfield, that's it. A little difficult sometimes to get those sorted. Let's see what the well, we can't see into the passenger compartment. Nobody seemed to have got on yet. And yeah, we are departing here at 35, so we've got a little bit to wait before we depart. Okay, so we are ready to go again. So we are going to Gorton, platform 3, which is about 2.7 miles away. So let's get to it. We've got forward. Wait for the brakes to come off. And we should start moving forwards. There we go. Okay, and everything's all right on the front, yeah. And everything's all right on the back, yeah. So we're all good. We are all good. We got green lights. Now, there is 3 scenarios with the class 506. This is the second scenario. The first one was sort of like a little introduction. It was about 20 minutes long. This one's about 60, and it's a little bit harder. And then there's an even harder one, which I think is about the same, 60 minutes, but it is a red mission or red scenario. So it's a little bit harder than this one. And the Woodhead Electric Railway is, the DLC is actually, well, you know, the line, if you look at this is the line here. So it's quite a big one. I can't remember if you need another DLC for this one to work. You'll have to look on the Steam store. But yeah, I mean, you get quite a lot of scenarios with it. You get about, I think it was about 8 scenarios. 3 with this loco, 3 with the other locos, that's 6, then 2 with the class 08. So you get quite a lot of playability with the Woodhead Electric add-on. So I would definitely say it's worth picking up. From what I've been playing with it is, I mean, I'm actually really enjoying it at the moment. I'd probably say that about every DLC, but to be honest, a lot of these old train sim DLCs are actually quite enjoyable. There's a charm about them, I think. But yeah, if you were looking to pick up one in a sale, this would definitely be one to pick up. I think they're a bit expensive normally. Granted, a lot of work went into them, but this is like 10 years old, this DLC, so full price is a bit steep for it now. Maybe when it came out back in the day, but I would wait until this one goes on sale, because I think I picked it up for like £2 on a sale, on a Steam sale, so definitely worth it at that. But as the time of recording, there should be a winter sale coming very soon on Steam. They usually do like a Christmas sale, so you might be able to pick it up. Talking about Christmas though, if you haven't already, please check out the Christmas Coca-Cola Eurotruck deliveries that we do every year. We are doing one this year, and it is quite an interesting one, so stay tuned for that. But if you haven't seen all the previous years, they're in a big playlist that you can watch. So just go onto the channel and have a look at those. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to catch all of the videos. Okay, so we're about 1.4 miles away, and we can step it up a bit. Let's do that. Okay, so we're picking up from Gorton, platform 3 here. Fairfield is our next one, which is not that far away. And Hadfield is about 11 miles, so overall it's not that far away, but what ends up taking the time is stopping at all these stops. But we'll be out of here soon, the guard tells us. Okay, so we are at Diddington. Or I don't know how to say it. Dinting? Dingting? And we got a 10 mile an hour going into there. Interesting. It's a bit harsh crossing that point there. It's a bit of a weird station, isn't it? Look at that. It's like two stations merged. Just gotta give her a little bit more beans to get into here. And these people sunken into the ground. But ding, ting. I don't know how to say that. Bit of a weird platform name. But our next one is Glossop. And then we're going around. We're going up there. I'm not sure when we're supposed to be dropping off this. So we're going down here. We might have to drop it off in here actually. We're going up there. Yeah, I'm not sure when we've got to drop it off. We are going down there now. I'm sure it'll tell us anyway. Just a single line down here, interesting. It's literally a one-way up or down. One-way line. Very interesting indeed. So Glossop or Glossop, big Glossop, I think. These names are a bit weird, but I'm doing my best. Well, we're nearly to the end of the scenario. This will be 10, and then it's just Hadfield. We've got to drop this rear unit off apparently at some point. Is what that message to us said. So I'm not sure when we're going to do that, but we'll see. This is the end of the line here. in this little town. Like, there's just a platform and a load of houses, bringing the workers back on those things. Or we're picking them up. It is 7 in the morning after all. Look at all the rubbish on the line. My goodness. We are quite a bit late though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Did the rear get on? Yeah. Quite a lot of passengers. Missed the train. Oh dear. Right. So we've got to go back the other way, so we will have to change these. Okay. And we'll switch cabs. We'll need to change all this. The east curve, I think. Okay, so that must be where we're dropping off this unit, maybe. Let's go show task, or maybe not. I'm not particularly sure what we're doing. It makes sense we're dropping off here, but I'm not too sure. We'll just go along with it. Oh, I've applied the brake. Yeah, didn't mean to do that. We haven't got a red light there. No, I think that does mean we're clear to go. Okay, so as soon as we bypass that station, taking us sort of back onto the main line, so we made like a sort of little detour. I thought we had to drop off the rear loco, but maybe not. Not too sure. Maybe it just meant switching sides or something. I'm not sure. But we're going via here. And then we're stopping at Hadfield. Okay. And then that is the end of the scenario. Okay, so we are basically here, and this is the end of the scenario, I do believe. There'll be one more scenario after this, and it is a bit longer and it is a bit harder. It is a red scenario, so I will be covering that with the class 506 on the Woodhead Electric Railway. And we will be covering the other scenarios that are in this DLC or add-on package. There are a few others, including the Class 73, I think it is, and the Class 08. So we'll be checking all of those out, so stay tuned on the channel for those. But if you enjoyed, I would appreciate a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of the released videos. Alright, so this was the Class 506 morning run from Manchester to Hadfield on the Woodhead Electric Railway. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.